Lumber City is a small town located in Georgia. It has a very small population of only 1,725 people. 51% of the population is African American, 47% of the population is Caucasian, and the other 2% of the population belongs to other races like Hispanic, Indian, and mixed races. The poverty rates in Lumber City are high in comparison to the rest of Georgia. 25.3% of Lumber City is below the poverty line, whereas 13% of the state of Georgia is below the poverty line. African Americans and Caucasians just about equally make up the population, but 62% of people who live below the poverty line are African American, 30% are Caucasian, and the other 8% are made up of people who are Hispanic, Indian, and other races. One thing I found interesting is the fact that other than one preschool, there are no schools located in Lumber City itself. In fact, students have to travel to McRae, Georgia to attend elementary, middle, and high school. The bus ride to McRae would be about 20 minutes there and back each day. At one point, there was a school, but because there wasn't enough funding and the population was so low, they decided to tear down the schools, use the land to build lumber factories, and send the students to another school district. Also, something else that I found interesting was to create a boost in revenue each year, Lumber City hosts a 3-day event called Farm Day, which allows all of the residents to come out and enjoy like a multitude of farm-related activities. Some of these activities are sack racing, hog calling contests, corn shucking contests, pony rides, pig petting, sausage making, and much more. Like I said, they do this to raise revenue, and so they accept donations. They to set up booths here, they ask that you pay a fee that goes basically towards raising that revenue each year. The last thing that I found that was very interesting is that there are no major shopping areas or grocery stores in Lumber City. Just like with the schools, residents would have to travel to McRae to find a Walmart to shop. There are no Walmarts, no clothing stores, no pharmacies, or any other major shopping areas in Lumber City. There are a few gas stations, a Subway, and some family-ran restaurants, but it's nothing like I'm used to. This also affects the jobs that are available for people who actually live in Lumber City. In fact, many people have to travel to nearby towns or cities for employment, and the people who do have employment in Lumber City have jobs in small stores or are working at the lumber and milling factories that are there. There are many stigmas that Lumber City face. The first is that they are uneducated people. Because the rate of poverty is pretty high compared to the rest of Georgia, it is assumed that education isn't valued. In addition to that, because there are no schools beyond preschool level located in Lumber City, this stigma is placed on the people that live here. Also, many people speak with what's called a southern twang here, and because of that, it is also assumed that these people are uneducated. Also, another stigma that Lumber City faces is that they are all racist. This is because Lumber City have a street called Main Street that separates the neighborhoods into majority blacks and majority whites. But when talking to the residents, as well as like being there from time to time while visiting my grandma, most people actually aren't racist, and the separation just stems from when times were segregated and families stayed in separate living areas. However, it is really eye-opening to see the difference in housing on the north or the white side of Main Street versus the south or the black side of Main Street. It is also interesting to see that all of the places that Lumber City does have are located on the north side of town. Learning more about and experiencing more of Lumber City really shows how location can affect the rate of poverty and how poverty can affect many aspects of our everyday lives.